free kick. Angalia namna ambavyo
Habari mwana AZAM FC TV, karibu katika kipindi chetu pendwa cha AZAM FC TV kinachokujia moja kwa moja kupitia chaneli yako namba 1 ya michezo AZAM Sports HD1 kupitia AZAM TV.
Ndiye ametoa pasi.
Leo mwana AZAM FC tunakuletea kipindi maalum kuhusu nyota wetu mvunja kuni James Akaminko. Utapata kufahamu zaidi kuhusu Akaminko, maisha yake na safari yake ya soka kuanzia mwanzo hadi sasa. Usikose uondo huu. Endelea kuwa nasi hapa hapa kwenye AZAM Sports HD1 kupitia AZAM TV. Katika kila kikosi huwa kuna mchezaji ambaye haogopi kuingia katikati ya msitu wa kutisha. Kwa AZAM FC jina hilo ni moja tu, James Akaminko, mwenye kasi ya kushangaza, nguvu ya ajabu na uwezo wa kupambana hadi dakika ya mwisho.
My name is James Akaminko. I'm from Ghana. I grew up in Accra. I went to school at Accra Newtown Experimental, and I joined the youth side from under 5, and I came to the under 10, under 12, under 14, and I joined Heart of Lions Academy. From there, I joined Falcos. I played for Falcos for 1 year, and I moved to Tema Youth. From Tema Youth, and I went to Mediama. From Mediama, back to Tema Youth again. Went back to I think from Tema Youth to Mediama to Ashgood, Tema Youth back, and from Tema Youth to Ashgood, yeah. And I went to Tunisia, Tantarine for a bit, and I came back to Olympics, and from Olympics I joined AZAM FC.
Akaminko ameibuka kuwa gumzo muhimu katika safu ya kati ya AZAM FC, lakini safari yake ya soka haikuanza kwenye uwanja mkubwa, bali kwenye mitaa ya Ghana ambako ndoto yake ilianza kuota mizizi. James Akaminko ni kiungo wa kati kutoka Ghana aliyezaliwa tarehe 16 Septemba mwaka 1995 mjini Accra. Kwa sasa anacheza klabu ya AZAM FC ya Tanzania, ambapo amejiunga nayo tangu Julai mwaka 2022. Akaminko alianza taaluma yake ya soka mwaka 2011 katika klabu ya Pure Joy Stars. Baadaye alichezea klabu mbalimbali nchini Ghana zikiwemo Tema Youth, Medeama Sports Club, Ashanti Gold na Accra Great Olympics. Pia alicheza kwa muda mfupi katika klabu ya US Tataini nchini Tunisia. Mnamo mwaka 2019 Akaminko aliitwa kujiunga na timu ya taifa ya Ghana ambapo alicheza mechi moja rasmi.
I started from under 5 to under 10. So there's in every area the leaders in the area, there's some matches that they organize. There was a place called Bukom. There's a place called Bukom in Ghana. Okay, so I used to go there to play, but we used to play with barefooted, no shoes on, just your leg, and that place brought a lot of players in Ghana. If you're talking about Accra, those players from Accra, they know about what I'm saying. It's a very tough competition around that area. So I think that those games make you strong. They make you who you are. They give you character and everything. I play there. Sometimes if I move from the house, if you're looking for me and you don't see me, you see me around that place. So I was very young when I started playing football, around, let me say, from the infancy, like let's say from the age 7, 8, 10, I know that this is what I wanted to do. With my life, this is what I wanted to do.
James ni mdogo wa James Akaminko ambaye pia ni mchezaji wa soka wa kimataifa kutoka Ghana.
I think growing up, there was a lot. I grew up around a lot of football players. Let's say in technique, from let's say the house that I grew up from, there was a lot of footballers. Sports activities here and there. So there's no better way to see it. And football is a gift. So I knew this is what I wanted to do when I was young. There's nothing. I was just good at it. So in the end, you seeing people around you, your elder brothers and the big boys in the area. If you see them, you see how they are going and they are coming. You say, I like this style. This is what they, And if you see them playing on the television, when they come back home, you see them and you are like, okay, I think this is nice, and you have the feeling. Football is something that you can't run away from. Yeah, if it is your calling that you play football, trust me, football is natural. The team I started to play when I was professional was the youth. Yeah, from there I went to the national team, under 17. The same year I went to under 20. And that year it was a good year for me and my friends because there was too much competition at that time, And from the team moving to the national team was like a miracle for me, because that was my first time experiencing the national team, from the U17 to the U20, And I got injured. I came back home. I was in the house for a while. Then I started to play again after my recovery.
Je, kuna changamoto zozote ulizopitia katika maisha yako ya awali ambazo zinakufanya uthamini ulipo leo?
Yeah, I think there's a lot to remember. And there was a bad time and there was a good time, But all those things, now they are memories, Yeah, there was some time I don't have shoes for school. There was some time I don't have shoes to play football, There was some time I walk barefooted to school, Yeah, life was very hard. Life was very difficult for my family back then, And sometimes I don't have shoes for schools, and sometimes you feel like not going to school, because of all these things, and people will be laughing at you, But everything, trust me, I'm here today, but I will never change anything from it, because all those stuff, all those things, they are memories. And now if I sit back and I think about them, I think God have been good to me. God have done a lot for me in this life. You know, the good, the bad. Life has been good to me, you know. Sometimes you don't have shoes, you go and ask your friend for shoes, you know. Sometimes they will give you, sometimes they will not give you. So when you go to training, you need to wait. If someone train and the person is tired, or you know, you go for his shoes. You know, that was life back then, you know. Yeah. So and I remember there was a time where my sister passed away. Life was very difficult, but God being so good, my big uncle took care of me very well. He was my God on earth, you know. Yeah, he took the responsibility. He took the responsibility of a father role. He took care of me. Like I was not like, from then I was not like lacking anything, because he was my everything then. God bless James Akaminko for everything, you know. He gave me life where there was no hope, where there was nothing. There's no better word to use to appreciate what he did for me. Jerry was like my God on earth, you know. Yeah. But one day, who knows, I'll pay him back one day.
Umekuwa na uzoefu na timu mbalimbali Ghana, Tunisia na sasa upo Tanzania. Ipi ilikuwa changamoto kubwa zaidi? Ni sifa gani binafsi unazoziamini zimekufikisha hapa ulipo?
Good side was my first time when I got a call that I was going to the national team. I think that when I got to the camp, when I saw the under-17 camp, when I saw the under-20 camp, you see, when you see the players, when you wake up early morning going for training, that feeling, you know, it was like crazy. Like, you know, you are young, that adrenaline, like you want to show something, the energy, the drill, you know, like everything was just nice, you know. And I think there was a lot of good times in those past years, you know. And I think one was my happiest time too, when when I came to Tanzania. Yeah. I think first when I came to Tanzania, life was difficult, you know, but later on, it became one of the best, I think, decision I make in my life. Yeah, so the journey continues.
Ulijisikiaje mara ya kwanza uliposajiliwa na AZAM FC?
I'm very happy to extend my contract with AZAM FC, the family, another opportunity to prove myself, fight for the club. Now, since I came to Tanzania, I've learned a lot of things here, you know. So I think 1 year here is not enough. There's still more room for improvement. Now is the time for me to fight and to show what I have if the opportunity is being given. Again, when I put on the AZAM jersey, now this is the time for me to work more harder.
In life, everything happens for a reason, you know. My first time when I came to AZAM, my brother told me that they have some deal at AZAM, they needed a midfielder, they want me to go. Actually, first I thought it was a straight contract, but later on he told me that they said they wanted to see me, you know. So when I got here, I need to play a match for them to see that this is the kind of player that they want, you know. God being so good, I got the opportunity. In everything, there's good in everything. In every bad situation, still there's a good thing in it. Anything that happens, God knows why. But we being human beings, we are impatient, and every time we rush to judge. Yeah, but when I got here, I played one match, and they saw that maybe I can improve. They gave me that chance to improve, to show what I have in me, you know. And my first time when the season started, you know, when you are fresh or when you are new at some place, football is not like that. You need to adapt to the system, the food, the language, the weather, all these things comes. I was struggling at first. I was struggling at first to have a position in the team. But later on, God being so good, all thanks to God, I made my way in. But later on, you know, some players can come to, if some players come to the team, they can come straight and signed. They will not play. It's not my call to say anything. It is the bosses. They decided how they want to sign their players. It is not me. If I came to play for them to see, some player can come and just sign a contract and just like that. It depends on them, you know. All the fingers are not equal, so I cannot talk for someone. Football is challenge everywhere. Trust me, football is challenge everywhere. And I can tell you for fact, Ghana football is different from Tanzania. And Tanzania football is different from Tunisia. You know, the Arab football, they like to play on counter, they like to play like speed game, long, you know, 1-2 touches, they need to be in front of the post, you know. And Tanzania teams, they like to play long balls. Some teams like to play from the back, you know. Depending. Tanzania football is like physical, you know, that's how it is. And Ghana football is like 3 in all, you know. They like to play from the back, to play kick, they like to play long. So football, I cannot say this the different, every country and their style of play. I like to put on this shirt, you know, because when I came as nobody to this country. Okay, when I first came, I came as no one, but Tanzania make me one of the best footballers in the country, you know. And I've played alongside some of the good players, you know. I've played with one of the best players in the league, you know. So I think Tanzania is home now, and I'm very happy to be here because the league have given me so much more, and who knows, the journey still continues. I love the football people. They like football. Tanzania is a football nation. You know, first Ghana used to say they are football nation now, but when I first got to Tanzania, and I watched the games, and I really understood the people, I knew that this is football people. Tanzania is really football. Like, they are doing football in a different way. Trust me, a time will come, if people see Tanzania, they will not believe that this is Tanzania football. Because if you see the infrastructures that they are putting into places, if you go to Zanzibar, they have nice pitches, nice stadium. The football people are working. They know what they are doing, you know. And if when the fans comes to the stadium, they don't just sit and watch football. They shout. You see the passion in them. This is football, you know. This is different. Like, you know that these people, they they use their money to pay for the ticket. Even though if you are playing and it's only 2 supporters. You understand? You know, whew, these people are here for me. I need to give my all. Tanzania have one of the best league in Africa. So if things should improve, I think the pitches, Tanzania need more pitches and quality of shit. But to joke, you know, I think I have 1 or 2 players here that I can joke with. They can joke with me. No one will get upset. You know, no one is angry. We can joke, especially Sopu, Pasco, Lusaggio, you know, because I can joke with them. Because Pasco will like to talk about people a lot. Gossip. How do you say gossip in Swahili? Pasco like to nongoneza or uongo, like talk about people. So every time we have something to say.
Unapenda nini kuhusu maisha hapa Tanzania?
No, I like ugali more. Yeah, I'm a ugali type. Yeah, I think I like ugali. I prefer ugali more than anything. If the chefs, they know, I like to eat ugali. Yeah.
Unaionaje ligi kuu ya Tanzania ukilinganisha na ligi nyingine ulizocheza?
I think AZAM against Simba, when Dube scored that goal, we won 1-0. Oof, it was tough. It was very, very tough. And I think AZAM against Simba again, that was my first year. We scored them 2-1 at FA Cup semi-final. Oof. And that one, Dube came and scored the last goal for us again. The game was very tough.
Dube Prince anajaza ndani huko! Ukisimama nchale, ukikaa nchale, vyovyote vile utakavyofanya, ni AZAM FC tena katika uwanja wa Nangwanda sijaona.
The first half 1-0, the second half we came, we pushed, we did everything, but we couldn't collide, you know, and they won that game by 1-0. It was a very tough game. We give all to it, you know, but it did not work. That was the game that I felt very bad because that was my first year. It is my prayer that I will win a cup, like one day I'll get a trophy for AZAM before leaving this place. It's my dream to win a cup for AZAM, to qualify to the group stages. It's my wish. I wish and pray for this day to come, that one day AZAM will be in the group stages in CAF Confederation. I want to have my coaching license. I'm planning to get it when I go back home. You know, I'm trying to work on it. Yeah, so everything is on plan. So, by God's grace, inshallah it will happen.
Kutoka mitaa ya Accra hadi viwanja vya AZAM Complex, safari ya James Akaminko ni ushuhuda wa bidii, nidhamu na kutoacha ndoto. Ameonyesha kuwa chochote kinawezekana pale unapojituma, hata ukiwa na changamoto. Kwa sasa akiwa kiungo tegemeo wa AZAM FC, bado ana mengi ya kuonesha na bila shaka mashabiki wana mengi ya kutarajia. Kwa niaba ya AZAM FC TV, tunamshukuru James Akaminko kwa kutushirikisha sehemu ya maisha yake. Na wewe shabiki, endelea kufuatilia vipindi vyetu kwa simulizi zaidi za mastaa wa soka. Hii ni AZAM FC TV. Hadi wakati mwingine, shukrani kwa kuwa nasi. Kumbuka, AZAM FC, timu bora, bidhaa bora.